If you think you're too old for a new job, guess what? You're right. If you believe you are overqualified for the role that you're going for, you're right. And if you believe that you're underqualified for the next role that you're going for, you're right too. Because what you believe is what you will bring into fruition. And today, I want you to understand, if nothing else, that the words and stories that you tell yourself and say out loud are creating your reality. They are powerful and they are keeping you right where you are. So let's start by just talking again about NLP. NLP is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And that is the concept that the words, stories, and images that we use are not explaining our reality, but they're rather creating our reality. Okay? So everything that we keep saying is bringing it to life. Think of I'm too old. I'm overqualified. I'm underqualified. I don't test well. I'm an introvert. I this, I that. This is you predetermining, presupposing each of these things, and so thus letting you stay right where you are. Our subconscious holds all of our beliefs, our memories, our values, our past experiences, our viewpoints, our bias, and so forth. They're like little filters in there. And so, how your subconscious works is that it is being bombarded by 2.3 million bits of information every second from all of your five senses. Think of every smell, sound, feeling, touch that is around you at every given moment coming in. And clearly, we would go absolutely insane if we had to process all of that. So our subconscious puts it through these filters, and some of the things she deletes because I don't need to know what my pinky finger feels like right now. She generalizes a bunch. I don't need to say, oh, that's red. Oh, that's green. Oh, that's blue. We just know it. Let it go. And the rest is put through these filters and are in essence distorted based on the images that we are creating in our mind, the words that we are saying, and the stories we keep telling. And on the other side, when it comes out, there's only about 7 bits of information that we can process at any given time. Okay? And so that is valuable. We want that to be as positive and as affirming and as forward thinking as possible. So how can we change the words, beliefs, stories, and images that we are using to change our reality? A reality where you believe to be true the future that you are wanting. Okay? So in our subconscious, that's where those live. In our conscious mind, I could say, just start affirming it. Just like, I am youthful. I am vivacious. I am amazing. And it works. until it doesn't. Until after a while, we get tired of saying the things and trying to believe it to be true, because in our subconscious, she's like, that's really not what we're believing. It's deeper. It's down there further. So our mind, think of it as like a ball. And the top of the ball is our conscious mind. That's where our mind is going at any given time. That's where we set our goals. That's where we're having this conversation and so forth. At the bottom is our subconscious mind. That again is holding all of our beliefs, our memories, our past experiences, determining kind of where we are going. Now, let me remind you, our subconscious mind was nearly fully programmed by the time we were 7. I am a 52, almost 53-year-old woman who is being controlled by a 2-year-old who is still wanting tantrums. Okay. So we have a lot of work to do to get in there to create a new behavior, a new belief system, which creates a new reality. So how do we do that? We do that by deep visuals. Okay. So our subconscious mind does not know the difference between a picture and reality. And so if we can paint a strong enough picture, we can then get her on board and have her help us get to that destination. Okay? So let me give you an example of how this can work. Deep visualizations. If you work with me one-on-one, I am a clinical hypnotherapist, and I can create a custom hypnosis for you to help embed these visuals into your subconscious, but you can do it in other ways as well. So first, let me explain to you how this all works. So if it is safe and comfortable to do so, I want you to just close your eyes and imagine a lemon. Make this lemon the most perfect lemon you have ever seen. The lemon is the perfect color of yellow. Reach out and grab the lemon. Now imagine you are standing in a kitchen in front of a counter, and on that counter is a cutting board and a knife. Imagine placing the lemon on the cutting board on the counter in front of you. Visualize yourself picking up the knife and slicing the lemon in half. Watch as the blade cuts into the lemon, releasing a spray of juice into the air. The air is filled with a scent of fresh lemon. Now take the knife and make a second cut, creating a lemon wedge. Notice how the juice flows out onto the cutting board. Imagine picking up the lemon wedge. Feel as the juice runs down your fingers. Notice how the scent becomes stronger as you bring the wedge closer to your face. Look closely at the perfect yellow of the inside of the lemon. Place the lemon wedge in your mouth and bite down. Notice the bitter, sweet, sour taste as the juice fills your mouth. Hold that feeling as the scene fades around you and you open your eyes, returning to where you are. So what happened? Did you notice how much more saliva you have in your mouth? You see, our bodies are robots to our minds. If we can create a strong enough visual, we can then change that belief, those behaviors, and those stories that we're telling ourselves. So like I said, you can do this very effectively with hypnosis, but you can create strong visuals yourself of what it is that you want, okay? So that you can start changing the words and the pictures and the stories that you're telling yourself, okay? So what is it that you want? What is this new role that you have that you may have thought you were too old for, overqualified for, underqualified for? What is it that you want? Again, if it's comfortable and safe to do so, close your eyes. Bring that picture to mind of what it is that you want, any goal. This works for anything. In this visual, what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What are all of the details that you can bring into this? Make it as compelling as possible. Now I want you to step out of the picture so that you can see yourself in the picture, getting what it is that you are wanting. Now, I want you to come back, and now I want you to write that in present tense. We're going to future pace this. I want you to determine when it is that you want this, and then say, let's say you want it by June 1st. It is June 1st, and I have whatever it is that you have achieved. This is what I see. This is what I hear. This is what I feel. I did this with all of my resources available to me right here, right now. I did this on or before, whatever the date was. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want you to journal that. I want you to write that. I want that future sense in front of you, available to you at all times. You have everything you need, my friend. You need to start living into it, believing it. Okay? So we can create this visual, but then we have to do the work to bring all of your parts and pieces in alignment to support you in that belief. You need to know what it is specifically that you want. You need to know all of your transferable skills, all of your superpowers, what you want in a new role. And then you need a package, a resume, a LinkedIn profile, and so forth that support and point directly at that role. The combination of new visuals, eliminating those limiting beliefs, builds your confidence and is supported by all of that documentation that shows without a doubt you are the one. Are you ready to stop hiding behind the excuses, the old stories, the past narratives, and ready to create your new reality? It is within your reach, my friend. I am here to support you every step of the way. As always, my contact information is in the show notes, along with a link to set up a virtual coffee where we can just sit down, get to know each other, and talk about what it is that you want. I hope you have an amazing week.